Welcome back to Radio Faces at our Houston Community College Main Street studios. I'm John McClain from the Chronicle, Chron.com and Sports Radio 610. He's Indy Kalu from Sports Radio 610. This is our HCC Smart Decisions of the Week, and yours is?
Bringing in Matt Leinart. Obviously, they had a bye week, so we can't go to a game to say the smart decision. So I'm going to go all the way back to when they brought in Matt Leinart. What I like about that, Dan Orlovsky didn't work out as the backup to the quarterback. So you bring in Matt Leinart. If your quarterback goes down, you have a chance with somebody who does have some experience, who has big-time physical presence in that huddle. And this is a guy who won the Heisman, so there's obviously some talent there. I really am excited about seeing what he's going to do with all that talent around him. I felt like he's not a bust, but he's an incomplete with his time in Arizona. 17 starts, 4 years. I don't feel like he was really given the time to prove whether he was worth that #1 pick.
We both analyzed every game of his first year, and he wasn't bad at all.
Right.
And then he got hurt at the start of the second year. That opened the door for Kurt Warner. And then Dennis Green, the coach who drafted him, was fired. And for whatever reason, Ken Wisnut came in, liked Warner, didn't like him, and he never really had another chance. Now, you played with quarterbacks who had some rust on them. How long do you think it'll take for him to knock off the rust and feel comfortable throwing every pass?
I think this bye week helped just so he could get the mental aspect of it, study the playbook, and it's going to take about 2 games for him to really get used to being a starter, playing consistent minutes. It's not going to be one game. It's not going to be one quarter. I feel like it's going to take 2 full games as a starter, making the calls and having trials and tribulations within the game and how he responds to that. It's going to take about 2 weeks to get used to being the starter again.
That would be at Jacksonville. That would be home in Atlanta.
Yes.
Let me tell you what I found out that I didn't know, that Greg Knapp, the quarterback coach, he coaches the backups, and usually Gary Kubiak coaches the starter. Greg Knapp makes the backups prepare as if they're starting every game. He makes them go to every meeting. He makes them come in early, and the offensive linemen are so impressed with what he makes them do. Doesn't cut them any slack at all. So that means Matt Leinart and T.J. Yates, and Yates is the backup in this game, even though they brought in guys for tryouts. Yates is the backup, and he's got to prepare because he's a heartbeat from starting. And I think that's pretty cool that Knapp does that, especially when you lose a guy like Matt Schaub. Now you got to play Matt Leinart.
That's absolutely huge, and I respect the team for doing that. And we all know it was about 10 or 12 years ago, there was a backup quarterback for the Buffalo Bills who admitted after the game that he was not ready to come in when the starter went down, and they cut him after that game.
Yeah, too bad that wasn't Frank Reich. You all Oiler fans know what I'm talking about.